welcome to another exciting episode of KOS. And today I bring you guys know, my childhood imaginary friend, the superhero that will help me on my journeys as I take far trips to go see my grandmas, or if we're going to a state park like Bear Mountain. Today, I bring you premium formats, sideshows, The Flash. Yo, I can't lie. I thought that I would have to go the custom route in order to get a Flash statue. And I was this close to doing so. So close. But then, along came XM. And XM got me a Flash statue. Even though I was super hyped for it, I wanted a premium format size statue. And Sideshow heard my cries. But yo, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me go into the day I lost my friend. The day my imaginary friend died. Let's get into the death of the Flash. Crisis on Infinite Earths, episode number 8. It was titled The Fate of the Flash. It had him beating up Psycho Pirate on the cover, because the Flash had got captured by the Anti-Monitor. And I was like, this is when my man gets free, because they had him all wrapped up. And he bursts free. He grabs Psycho Pirate, and Psycho Pirate's power is he can I guess control the minds of the individuals that look into his face. And he rips his mask off, and the Anti-Monitor was trying to destroy the universe. And he had these sentries, these people that he made, these guards, that was helping him guard his machine that he was building, forming antimatter machine like a cannon. And these guards had like a lightning ability that they were able to throw it at people like a bolt of lightning, and they had a shield. And the Flash had Psycho Pirate around the throat, and he ran to each and every last one of them and used Psycho Pirate's power to turn those guards against the Anti-Monitor. And they turned their weapons against their boss. And the Flash proceeded to beat the brakes. I mean, beat the brakes off of Psycho Pirate. And he was asking him how can he stop the machine, and he told him where to go, and the Flash took off running like a real hero. He ran into the portal, and when he got there, he was in the housing, the inner casings of the machine. But right there was all antimatter, and it was basically destroying him. So he took off running counterclockwise against it to reverse the current. While he was doing that, he felt his power leaving him. His legs was becoming stiff and heavy. It was the saddest thing I ever had to read, to be honest with you, for a character that I truly loved. And he's running and he's running and he's going back in time, and he's seeing Wally West, Kid Flash, and he's seeing the Joker, and he's seeing Batman, and all these thoughts is flashing through his mind as he literally ran to death. He turned to bones, and there was nothing left of him except his costume and his ring. But the machine blew up. I cried as a kid so hard that day, because it was the death of the character that I loved. Great story. George Perez, one of my greatest artists in this lifetime, because he can do individual faces. He can do scenes, action scenes like no other. So it's great to know that the great Daniel Bell, the sculptor who did this premium format flash for Sideshow, took his turn at this flash. The sensation of speed coming from this pose is second to none. Second to none. The level of dexterity that he can get in the fingertips to the hip sway, to the motion of his chest, to his outstretched arms, is incredible. Now I have the EX edition, and that's the one that comes with Mr. Freeze's gun that he has in his left hand, and it has an open-handed one as well, and it comes with different air wings, ones that look like lightning bolts and one that looks like wings from the comic books from the golden era when I used to read. The detail on the costume is amazing. It's a mix between old and new, and it gives you the feel of something classic yet modern. The facial, the portrait is top notch. I cannot state it more that you would think that it would be a simple red, but the level of shading and detail on the muscles in this statue, it sets it apart from other statues that I've seen that are in a running pose. Remember, I have the XM version of the Flash, and it has a lot of things going on. Very beautiful. But the sensation of speed alone with this character, this statue, is incredible. The creases that you will get in the costume shows speed. The outstretched arms, the flex in the calf muscles, down to the boots, to the floor on the concrete being lifted up, shows pure speed. Well, this is the part of the video where I'm going to ask you to like, follow, and subscribe, and hit that join button. Hit that join button. You know where that join button is. That join button is right there at the bottom. Hit that join button so you can join the realm, so you can see all the exciting things that we have going forward. Also, watch Lord Cognito with The Last Word. Lord Cognito and Ebontis is doing fantastic things with The Last Word. Go to lordsofgaming.net. If you want to know the dimensions of the statue, the background, and how much this statue costs, and where you can purchase it from. You see, I'm not going to bore you with boring details about dimensions and this and that. We have a whole website for that. So you can go to the website, you can get all the dimensions, and you can see if it fits your display unit. Well, stick around, watch this statue in all its glory, and next week I have something a little special for you. stay collecting.